Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. I am here to update my deck of panning again. This is actually the last update before the finale because this project wraps up on the 20th of December. So this project was created by Emilynmax, of course, and I will have her link down below, as well as everyone else who's doing this project. I really love this project. It is a prompt-based project where you use a deck of cards to pull prompts. Emily creates a game board and she shuffles every single month so that you can kind of get new prompts depending on the cards you get. And then from that you do pick your products and you can set any goal you want. You can set usage goals, finish goals, pan goals, anything like that. I am currently focusing mainly on like usage goals just because I have been struggling with this project a little bit. I think I've been neglecting the products in here a little bit and I've been overwhelmed with other things that I'm panning. So the progress isn't the best in this project this year, and that's kind of the same this month, but I do have a roll-up which is really exciting. But I'm going to jump into the products themselves. But before I do that, if you're new here, please consider subscribing. I would love to have you in the family. Let's jump into the video. So we're kicking it off with a product that's been in the longest in the project. I always do that with all my projects. I'm going to start off with this right here, which was actually rolled in for the Joker. So if you are unfamiliar with this project, there is a Joker. Obviously, with the deck of cards, you choose one of the Jokers. And if you pull that, you have to pick something that you really don't want to pan. And it's something like, are you joking me? I really had to work on that. So that kind of stuff. And I decided to go with this green glitter right here. This one comes from MAC. And it is the glitter in the shade green. So this is a product that I got gifted from my partner's sister. She gave this to me in a kit for like Christmas or something like that, and I had not used it at all before rolling into this project, but I did introduce this and it was a product that was really hard for me to use, as you can see, because this one has been in the project now for I believe 5 months. I was gonna say 4, but 5 months, which is crazy. And I rolled this one in for a 15 usage goal, and as of the last update I had used this one 12 times, so I had 3 more uses to go in order to roll it out. And I did say that I wanted to try to use this one on my eyes and not just on my nails, because that's what I did for 10 of the uses. And I'm happy to say that I have now reached my goal, and I don't know if you can see in the bottle at all, but it is kind of like worn down, so it's kind of like flushed with this edge right here, so the top bit right there has been used up. And I think I used quite a lot of product mainly because I did use it on my nails, but this is the rollout for this month, which is again very exciting. It took me so long to roll this one out, and it has been a really difficult product to incorporate. It's just messy with loose glitters. I did really enjoy this one on my nails though, so that was fun, but again it's messy to apply, and on the eyes it's even worse because you get loads of fallout throughout your face and stuff like that. So I am happy that I hit my goal on this one and I got some use out of it, and I now got to kind of play with it. I think it's something that I'm gonna keep around in my collection for now. Again, I did love the effect of it, especially on my nails. So again, I might plan this one in the future that way, but I'm gonna put it back in a drawer, and I'm very happy to do so because it has definitely been a challenge in this project. But this is the first product, and again it's rolling out. The second product that I have in this project has been in for 4 months, so again one that has been in for quite a long time, and that is this Say blush right here. I'm rolling the footage of what it has looked like. I rolled this one in for 10 uses, and it's definitely been a slow mover. I think because this one is a cream blush, I've been struggling with it a little bit. I said before that I wasn't sure this one applied well over powder or not, and I also forgot to apply it before powdering, which is why it was so slow moving in the beginning. As of the last update, I had used this one 4 times, once the first month, 2 times the second month, and 1 time leading up to the last update. So I have 6 more uses to go here, and unfortunately I haven't hit that goal yet, but I have reached for 3 additional times, so this is what it looks like now. And I don't know if you can see much of a difference. I actually have realized that I can use this one more with like a typical brush, like a powder brush, rather than like a stipple brush, and it works well that way. And this past month I actually also tried it out over my powder, which is how I'm wearing it today. So I did powder my face and I applied this over my powder today, and it looks really nice. There's a little bit of patchiness on this side, but I think that's just because I have a bit of pigmentation there at the moment. But yeah, it looks really nice. It's a very glowy blush. And I'm glad that I was able to try it out over my powder, and I now know that it works that way, which means that this one is way more versatile for me. And I'm now sitting at 7 uses with it, so I have 3 more uses to go, which I definitely think I'll be able to hit before the finale. So it is staying in the project for now, but again I am definitely gonna hit my goal on this one before I roll it out at the end of the year. I have 2 products that have been in for 2 months, and first out of those 2 is a lipstick. This one here, by the way, I've forgotten to mention what I rolled the Mob Glow blush in for. I believe I rolled it in for cream product, a cream or liquid product, but this one here I believe I rolled in for mainstream. Can't remember, but otherwise I will put it on screen. But this here is the lipstick from Colourpop in the shade Chateau, which is a really beautiful deep red. And this one again I rolled in for 10 uses, so I need to hit that goal before I can roll it out. And I count every reapplication on this one as a use. However, I haven't really been reapplying this one when I've been using it, so every use is kind of like one makeup day. And I did reach for it 2 times the first month it was in the project, and last update I also reached for it, or this past month I also reached for it 2 times, so I'm still need 4 uses with this one, which means that I have 6 more uses to go on it before I can hit my goal of 10 uses. It is a really hard product for me to reach for at the moment because I do have my baby, and I don't really go for super dark lipsticks like this because I don't want them to transfer on her. And I also just have been not really feeling really deep lips this year, I guess for multiple reasons. I don't go out as much either, so the only times I've worn this one is for filming, I believe. I have mixed it with other things, I think 1 of the 4 times, and that worked. So I might continue doing that as well, just to get some more versatile use out of it. But yeah, it is a beautiful lipstick, but it's not what I'm feeling at the moment, which is why it's so slow moving. And we're just gonna have to see if I can hit my usage goal on this one before the finale. I'm honestly not sure. 6 uses is quite a lot for a month for me, considering I only reach for it twice each month leading up to now. The 4th product in this project is a little bit of a fail this month. I'm going to go through it very quickly because I actually haven't used this one at all. This here is a Glam Shop shadow. I believe, did I roll this one in for glittery? Again, I can't remember. I am so bad with this project to remember the prompts, but I did roll in this beautiful pressed glitter here called Stoss from Glam Shop. And this one again I have a 10 use goal on, but again I haven't reached for it all in the past month, and I believe I only reached for it once so far in the project, which is a bit disappointing. I'm sure that I can reach for this one 9 additional times I need before the finale. I just forget about it, and that's why I haven't reached for it, because I do absolutely love this shade, so it would be an easy one to use, but again I just forget about it, and we're gonna have to see. I'm gonna really try to make an effort to reach for this one more though, because again it's one of my favorite shadows, or like at least my favorite pressed glitter. I really like it, and this one is way more convenient to reach for than the green glitter, for example, and it's just way more easy when it's in a pan like this compared to that loose glitter. But yeah, this is Stoss, and again a bit of a fail this month, so I'm swiftly gonna move along from this one and talk about the last product. And the last product rolled in last month, and I know what this one rolled in for, and that was the Prompt Matches Eyes. And I have these kind of greenish blue eyes, and they look more blue in certain lightings, more green in other lighting. I think now they will probably look more blue because I'm wearing yellow eyeshadow and a blue top, but they are very kind of greenish blue color. And I rolled in this shadow right here, which is called Hedge Maze from Cleona. It's this beautiful kind of blue to green shadow. It's a bit more kind of muted out blue and green, which is kind of what my eyes are as well. It does have a little bit of a golden sheen to it, which I obviously don't have in my eyes, but otherwise it's pretty spot on. And this is what this one looks like today. I have reached for this one 4 times in the past month, which is pretty exciting. And my usage goal with this one is 10 uses again, so I have 6 more uses to go on it in the upcoming month if I want to hit my goal on it. That is the shadow right here, and it kind of matches my eyes pretty perfectly, especially if you take away that gold sheen. But yeah, really happy that I got 4 uses out of this one in the past month. It's been a really fun shade to reach for, and I do love my Cleona shadows. They are super good quality, so I'm glad anytime I roll any of them into my projects, because it's an excuse for me to reach for them. So that is Hedge Maze, and of course it is also staying in, but like I said, fingers crossed I can get a lot more use out of this one, and if I use it the same and it's a little tad bit more, I will be able to hit my goal on this one before the finale. But I will see, and if I don't, then that's okay. I'm just happy with whatever use I got in on it so far. Since I hit goal on that green glitter, I'm gonna go ahead and pick a new card. I am swiftly gonna shuffle this a little bit, and I will pick a new prompt. So I have done this right here. I already cut it, but I'm gonna cut it again just so you can see. And I'm gonna go ahead and pick a card. So the top card I'm gonna get is this here, which is 7 of Spades. And 7 of Spades equals easy peasy lemon squeezy, which I assume is more of a give me type of product. Let me see what the prompt says. Yeah, it says a give me product, something easy to pan or meet your goal on, something you'll have no trouble reaching for often. So I will pick something. This is actually a really good prompt to roll in, since there's only 1 month left of this project. I will have a look through my collection and I will pick out the product that I want to roll in. So I'm back and I've chosen my product. I knew straight away that I wanted to go for a lip product, and because I feel like I've neglected my lip product collection quite a lot this year with my product apocalypse, and I wanted to pull in one of my favorites. So I quite quickly decided to go with this product right here, which is actually something that I'm wearing on my lips today. It's kind of what I'm wearing on the outside of my lips, and then I put like a pink lipstick in the middle, because I saw stuff like this on like a YouTube Shorts, and I wanted to recreate it with what I have in my collection. And this here is the Kaleidos, what's it called, Cloud Lab Lip Glaze, I think, something like that, in the shade Skin Shift, which is a really, really beautiful kind of sandy brown type of color. It's a really stunning nude, and I absolutely love both this formula and this color, and I've been wanting to play with them more, and I wanted to pull this one in because I think again it's going to pair really nicely with this pink and make it a bit more wearable for me now in autumn winter. Well, not autumn winter, more winter, because we are definitely in winter now, because otherwise this kind of pink is very bright on its own. So then I'm going to be able to pair these two a lot together, and since it's only 1 month left, I do want to put like somewhat easy goals, so I'm going to stick with 10. That seems to be the magic rule in this project, but I might reach for it more than that, but minimum 10 in the upcoming month, which I think is again not going to be any problem. So that is going to be it for my update today of deco panning. I'm going to try to have as many products as I can out next month. I think I should be able to hit goal on at least like half, which would be 2 products, but maybe 3 or even 4. I'm gonna aim obviously as many as I can. I don't think I'm gonna plan on all of them, but I'll try to do as well as I can. But other than that, make sure to check out Emily as well as the playlist, like I said, down below. And other than that, I hope you guys are having the best day wherever you are, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye guys.